Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another glorious weekend in the dungeon. We are continuing Kingdoms of the Dump. Last time we were here, we had we brought the king back. We saved him. It was good. And then they killed him anyway, because this is a full-blown coup. We are just barely escaped with the people on our tail, so let's get started. Phil says, "We want crunchy!" Well, we're here. And I should probably turn that on. There we go. Gentlemen, to evil. That's not the right place. That's why before I was trying to save with a different party member, because I see 3 Dustin thumbnails. I'm like, crap, which one did I mean? Just gonna make that a tiny bit bigger. There we go. Oh no, we have to listen to the world theme a little bit longer. Honestly, it's so good. Quickly became, like, one of my top. I don't know where yet. No hidden places on the map? I thought there was. I must be misremembering. Maybe just a little bit beyond this? Ah, well, I'm sure we'll figure it out. Clutterfall Cliffs, Guardboard Archery Training Grounds. Guardboard. That's a good pun. That's a lot of clips just lying around. Save point right there after the world map in case you forgot. Oh, I see a chest. You found a patchwork hat. Ooh, good. Not much of an increase, but I'll take it. I mean, I don't have to spend clips on it, so that's huge. Phil says, I've already beaten RE9 twice now, and I'm trying Insanity mode now, and yeah, it's true to its name. Good. Good. I'm so glad to hear it. That's like one of the coolest things about, like, some of the unlockables in Resident Evil 1. Like, those are still unmatched. Invisible, explosive zombies? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, Crimson Heads weren't bad enough. Love to see it. So glad to see Resident Evil go back to that. Also, super stoked that it's so eminently replayable to you. I'm really happy about that. Really, really makes me want it. Morning. Good morning, Alex. Welcome. Good to have both of you. Alex says, wish Phil the best of luck, because Insanity is just... yeah. Well, there's 2 votes for it being aptly named. Me bad want this game. I wonder if it's still on sale on Green Man. We should get the mushroom out of the way first, because he's going to cause the most problems. The big mushroom, anyway. That was a badly timed hit. That was the wrong target, Dustin. Well, that was me not paying attention. Ow! Okay, get off the glass. Now, mushroom. Mushroom, mushroom. Phil says, the first area as Leon pretty much played out as a tutorial in other difficulties. Learn to aim and shoot a sprinkling of zombies. That's a good way to ease you in. Ow! You son of a bitch. Phil says, now on Insanity, the tutorial area has Crimson Heads. That's just mean. Yeah, it is. Fucking Crimson Heads in the snow. Well, you just said it was called Insanity for a reason, right? So, yeah, that is insane. Oh, God, they subdivide too? How did I forget that? Huh. You know what? Maybe they're a bit larger of a problem than I gave them credit. Whatever. Well, it kinda can't be ignored if I just keep missing them. There we go. There we go. Alex says, and guess what? Grace is even more weak. Oh, good. I mean, that's how it should be, though. To counterbalance. Oh, you guys are on the stupid mushrooms. Is that why you can't hit nothing? Okay, you. Off. Stabby, stabby. Oh, there you go. There you go. Phil says, I'm on to Grace's part now, and the Stalker monster is a one-hit kill regardless of what your health is. Just straight up T-1000ing you. That's some good high-consequence gameplay. I like that. I'm a fan. Do I want your skill or your stab? You do need to do lots of stab. You know what? Let's take defense for you. Right, okay. We were getting after that clip. Because of other games, I briefly forgot what jump was. Hey, you're not a mushroom. Oh, but you've got mushrooms. Gumshoe. That's a good one. That, man. I just keep hitting the button too quickly. So many of his timed hits are, well, they're not timed. Ow, my face. Wait. You need to move off the mushroom patch. There we go. That's a bit better. Alex says, get ready to feel more helpless, Phil. Hope you've seen those use this technique vid on the internet. I've had to hit X on so many videos. Me jumping the gun again. Thankfully, I'm pretty quick on the draw, so I've still avoided every spoiler possible. Phil says, I should mention, when you play as Grace, you gotta use ink ribbons, so that insta-kill can be a significant setback if you're careless. Ink ribbons are less abundant on Insanity too, it seems. Also, she's way closer to, like, classic RE. And Leon just continues to evolve from 4. Yes, sir. That's a pretty healthy, tasty combo. Get off the water first, just on the odd chance that one of them, I don't know, fucking electrovolts it. They're all problems. Okay, you have to go here, so Dustin can get some space. So I don't think he can retreat any farther forward. Ow. Now we're just gonna have to hope that I didn't pin her there. Okay. Oh, no, wait. Right. They still have to subdivide. At least none of you were in the water. If I were in that water, dead. Phil says, I've been avoiding guides for Insanity so far, but I have a hunch it might come to that. Hey, man, no shame in that game. No shame in that game. I mean, it's only because of guides that I've gotten good at some games, like Resident Evil 3. I got so good at that Mercenaries mode only because of my Versus book guide. Right, I don't have the multi-heal yet. That's what my brain couldn't process. And then we get you to heal. And we'll give Ratavius some lunch. How about some chips? There. Now everyone's back in fighting shape. I need to get over there. Alex says Leon is a damn psycho in this game, to be honest. Well, he's been at this for years. He's probably a lot better at it than he's ever been. Oh. Right. I see what I should have done. Wait, can I just jump up there? I can. Here I am taking the long way. Ah. Okay. How are we gonna do that? Oh. Aha! Oh! Phil says, yeah, Grace is super classic. Grace and Leon are like two different games. Grace has health states, fine, caution, danger. Leon has a hit point gauge. Grace has limited item slots. Leon has his Tetris briefcase from Resident Evil 4. Fair enough. Fair enough, because, I mean, you can't take Leon back after he's done 4, right? So you just gotta lean into that somehow. I think that's a really, really good compromise instead of the way the franchise was originally going with 5 and 6. Shit. Alex's brother, I wish I could say the jack shit insane stuff that happens, but I won't, so your curiosity burns. I appreciate that, I do. The burning curiosity is a must. Oh my god, so is actually waiting for him to time his attack correctly. I can manage it for everyone else, but I'm just too antsy on Walker's gun. I love all the garbage that's like making up the background elements too, like all those wrecked cars and CRT TVs and stuff. Wonderful, wonderful backgrounds. Now, did I get that? Yes, I already have all the clips. I just kept thinking there was a statue in there. No, I didn't mean to make everything respawn. Well, we don't need to fight everything twice. Okay, no, we've... Ah, right, I'm a goof. Phil says, Leon is a psycho. Not only is parrying in the game, if you can time a quick draw of your weapon and shoot just as a zombie is about to chomp you, it plays a special animation where Leon shoves the... Can't wait to get the second part of that. Pardon me. Alex says, know that umbrella is in a lot of department, which people helped. Oh, like people figured out? Well, yeah, because there was a point in one of the trailers where there was the umbrella logo, so we know they're in deep, and since we're going back to the vaporized Raccoon City, how could Umbrella not be involved? Alex says, can I say what some monsters actually cost? Cost? What do you mean, cost? Or did that get an autocorrect? Phil says, YouTube eating the second half of my comment. Yeah, it sure did. What does the zombie shove? Or what does Leon shove into the zombie? I've seen a lot of great memes for the game, though. Thankfully, ones that have all avoided spoilers, except for one bit. Where, how did that go? Okay, so it's like that Simpsons bit where their dad's smacking that kid. He's like, that's how you appreciate this. But, It's Requiem smacking 6 going, that's how you do a motorcycle section. I thought that was funny because I did not enjoy the motorcycle in 6 at all. But I just didn't care for 6. Debt. My bad. What do you mean? Okay, let's try rereading that. Can I say what some monsters actually debt? So they owe you? Midge, what's going on here? Help me out. I mean, if it's what some monsters, do, I know the Crimson Heads are back. And that's delightful to know. Alex says, no, Leon placed Umbrella in some debt. Oh, okay. Now I get you. Phil says, my comment is too violent for YouTube, it seems. He's shoving the barrel of his firearm down the zombie's throat. I see. That sounds pretty sweet, though. YouTube does not like glory kills. Ow! I think we're gonna maintain that straight razor. Because we can just shoot you. If we would have remembered to move out of the damn mushrooms. Get on the box, Walker. No, we don't need to... Is there something this way? No? Misremembering? No, we're being thorough. That's what we're calling it. Fine, we'll fight you. You know what? I think that's worth a razor. Tell you what, on paper, I'm not really excited for, but who knows? Maybe they'll wow me, is evidently they're remaking Remake, which does not need to be remade. I still think that's the penultimate Resident Evil experience. And honestly, it still looks like something that was made recently. Like, some kind of crazy magic went into that game. Alex says, who knew Liquors back from Resident Evil 2 cost $14,000? You know, that actually seems a bit on the low side, considering how much engineering needs to go into those life forms. Because you gotta pay your researchers, your staff, you gotta buy the materials, whether, like, you know, you gotta buy the person, then you got to buy the genetic materials, the stuff to make whatever they need to inject the guy to infect him in the first place, and then your security, like, 14,000 seems low for a liquor. Of course, you know, 14,000 in, say, 1990s money when Resident Evil 2 took place, that seems a bit more believable. Phil says, Lord forbid someone might say gun in a gaming stream. Right? I mean, we've got a character using a gun. Also, this channel plays tons of FPS. Like, come on, YouTube. Is there seriously no statue? Do I remember that wrong? Oh, guess we can't see that. Alex says, each Mr. X was selling for $120,000. And they were like 6 in Resident Evil 2? Wait, only 6,000 for a Mr. X in 1990s money? That does not seem right. That seems really cheap. But you know what? Maybe that's why Umbrella was the forefront, because they found a way to do it cheap. And that's why everything kept going wrong. You can't cheap out on this stuff. No, you don't need to move. But you do need to stab Mr. Mushroom. You need to get off of that. Now. Oh my god. Skill issue. 100% skill issue. Oh my god, get off of that. Because that could explode at any second. There we go. That's how we gun. Phil says, I saw the rumors of an RE1 remake. Remake is still an all-time favorite, but I'm open-minded to a new remake. If it's survivally horror-y as Grace's campaign was. You know what? You know what? What if Grace is actually like a functioning gameplay testbed for that very idea? Because it sounds like she uses all of those classic systems anyway, so maybe that's a great way to introduce people to it. Huh. I hadn't considered it that way. And you know, Resident Evil 4 Make, even though I resisted that too, ended up being a perfectly cromulent game. Oh, there is no map for this area. That's what's happening. Ooh, cardboard armor. Who can want that? What about you? Okay, it's worse. What about Dustin? It's better. Also sillier, so it wins. Alex says, we killed kinda two in Resident Evil 2. Birkin destroying one rocket and kill the super one. Yeah? I mean, I'm not saying it was cheap. $720,000 wasted for shits and giggles. That's the kind of people Umbrella are, though. They will just piss away $720,000. You know, just like Doom's UAC. I made a skeleton that screams. Why? The Revenant program from 2016 must have been a costly affair. Phil says, bloated military spending. Those things are a bargain compared to any sort of military vehicle. Jets cost millions each. That's true. That's true. War is so expensive. Like, you think artillery costs the thing that gets it there? Boy, howdy. Easy to see how those companies are, you know, still profitable making a killing. I actually didn't mean to make that joke, but there's really no way around it. Oh, that's the Vendy Manor. That's not a hidden area at all. In fact, that place becomes crucial late game. Well, no, maybe not crucial. It's one of the optional side quests when, like, the last bit of the game opens up. And it's worth doing. Phil says, Grace isn't really a test bed. She's a lot like the fundamentals we got in Resident Evil 2 Remake, which also stuck to the survival horror roots. Fair enough. But we'll just have to see how it turns out. I mean, they still have a couple of remakes ahead to come out. Like Code Veronica. I was legit shocked about that. And I can't wait to see how that goes. guess we'll go to that Cape Town first. Welcome to Plastic Harbor. Do we have a problem here, citizen? Most of our fellow soldiers have been reassigned to Hoarding Hall. Yes, because the plastic people took over. Alex says, look guys, I turned this innocent child into an undying angry monster that wants man blood and flesh. Exactly. And who cares how much that cost, because it's funny that someone did that. The smell of plastic in the air. Ah, proper millennial feeling. It's the lettuce around here. I'm sick of it. Ah, good morn, traveler. Do you by any chance have 3 rotten onions on your person? I think I do, actually. Huh? He's one of those onion enthusiasts. He wants to trade for something he made. Trade me 3 rotten onions for a rotten buffet? Yes, sir. Capital, my good can. 3 fresh, cute little onions for me. And some of the hard stuff for you. You can share that with your friends when fighting beasties. No, really, just stand next to one another in battle and try it. Now leave me to my onions. I see something to rust. Ooh, frozen heart. That'll be good for, well, forging weapons, I guess. Give them an elemental boost. My masterwork is almost complete. Like the, what's his name? Damn it. Come on, brain. Garo from Super Mario RPG, who's making the statues in Nimbus Land. Phil says, anyone buying these umbrella bioweapons should be asking for refunds. I'd be pissed if I spent hundreds of thousands on a Tyrant 103 just for some lone rookie cop in a boy band haircut. Yeah, for that to happen is just hilarious. Oh, we can shoot those barrels. They what? What took him out? Well, we might as well just make use of those metals. That's not Dustin. And then you. Wait, can you heal others? Any Garmentian, yes. So that's not gonna work on Rotavia. Hell yeah. Alex says, yeah, T-103, go kick his ass. Did he parry a tyrant? Yeah. I'd be like, I think we're investing in the wrong people. How do we get them? Maybe we don't even need to shoot them up with mutant viruses. Hard to believe this was the childhood home of King Juglus. Walker can't go upstairs? Well, I'm gonna shoot you in the goddamn face. Phil continues to explode it. Stop eating my comments, YouTube. We can hope for the day. Phil says Umbrella is basically the Acme from Looney Tunes. Over-the-top inventions for sale, ultimately worthless, and does more harm to the user. Every single time, that's true. They're like, well, we're gonna experiment here in this place that's remote, and crap, it got out. Oh, what do you mean they can just contain it? Oh wait, it can't be contained. What do you mean we have to wipe a whole city off the map? You can't just sweep that under the rug. Oops. It's like that bit from American Dad where Stan accidentally burns the house down. Just, oops. I don't think we need anything from him. Hey, keep out of there. Why? I just want to ransack your place. We should probably actually stock up on burgers. I mean, that's just a great thing to say anyway. All right, duh. How can I get that? Oh, what? I wanted to jump on the rope. Fine. Huh. Well, this place didn't honestly seem all that useful. There's gotta be something I'm doing wrong. See, the childhood home of King Jugless, Garbagia New History Society. New history, huh? Gotta overwrite that pesky old stuff. Can I rush those? No, there's no indicator, but it looks like I ought to be able to. You know, they're made of crap. Can't jump in the water. Is there really nothing else here? Well, it seems I'm gonna have to explore somewhere else. I guess that's fine. Also, that's strange. Why do I see a clearly gem place and I can't get in? Whatever. Can we get up there? Yay, clips! Oh, that looks like such an obvious secret passageway. Come on now. Alright, fine. Alex says, imagine spending 10 years to research and your most prized creation gets deployed wrong and becomes background decor. Like all those spent tyrants that the Umbrella operatives saw trying to clean up Raccoon City. That was definitely encouraging to investors. Phil says, file entry number 1. We genetically engineered this unkillable monstrosity with buzzsaws for hands, unending hunger for blood. Thankfully, it will never escape. File entry number 2. It escaped. That's Resident Evil Revelations in a nutshell. God damn, I really enjoyed that game. Now, we forced our way in this way. Did I seriously just ignore that? Cobweb stew, good stuff. Well, I guess West Rummage Border. Now leaving the Trash Mounds province. Literally just an intermediary spot, but hey, free clips. I think I have to keep that burger cold because I'm maxed out on them right now. Except... no, what I can do is give a burger to Ratavia and then reheat that bitch on my way out. Okay, well that was worth coming up for. Heat the burger. That's not a sink, so we can't refill. Alex says, or when you kill the most disgusting eldritch monster you see, a file next to its room telling its whole sad backstory. I hate when they do it. Oh, you mean like Lisa Trevor? She's like one of the biggest Umbrella tragedies. Also one of the first noises you can hear in Remake that's just like, oh no. Oh no. The kind of dread that sound elicits it's unmatched. God, Remake was just so damn good. Let's switch back to Dustin in case. because I remember some rustable stuff. Okay, there's a Vendy. I should remember that. Let's write that down. See, Anthills East. Rubberlands. Because I'm going to need to know where all those Vendys are later. Ah! Right. Big Dripper. That's a good name. Once again, too eager for the timing. Oh no. Oh, they're not so bad. Don't lift. Well, I'm going to rust you anyway. And then I'm just going to miss out on all the magic points. Loot bag. Good stuff. This shit's like Earthbound. Street signs attacking? Pedestrians. That's a great name for them. Bring the pain. There we go. Alex says, can Umbrella make a truly formidable BOW? I guess we have Wesker, maybe Hunk, but that's about it. Yeah, they can make ones that are impressive for like a couple hours, but they seem to be cut down in ways that would make the what cost put into them is embarrassing. Phil says, if we do get a RE1 remake, I really want to see Lisa Trevor expanded. She's entirely scripted in remake, with only 3 locations. Make her a roaming threat like Mr. X and 2-Make. Oh man, that would actually be so fucking intense. Having her chasing you throughout the mansion like that, oh my god. That would be cool. That would be so cool. That could also make like the worst crossover ever, because like imagine like she's hot on your trail and then you get reminded of a zombie you forgot to burn. Oh man. Heal thyself, Dustin. And then heal thy metals. Can we get up there from here? Too high? Damn. Fine. Oh, that's probably fine. That's some good layering. Okay, no, there we go. Oh, that's funny. The barrel's back. That's fine. Free XP. Interesting that he's resistant to walkers. Gun. Don't know why I briefly lost the word there for a second. Alex says, OG Nemesis was the closest thing to perfection. He was pretty good, but, you know, my only problem with him is that he's scripted. I think the closest we got to perfection was 2-Make's Mr. X. I do like the kind of dread that Nemesis can induce, though. Like, when you come into an area and then you hear that music, you're like, oh, man, where the fuck are you? But, you know, once you've defeated him or outran him, that's it. He's reliably done for a little while. Not true of Mr. X. He can't be bargained with. He can't be reasoned with. God help you if you knock his hat off. He doesn't care for that. that? Wallet chain. It was the style at the time. Oh, I see. It's not just a creature riding on the back of the sign. I could see through okay, the dude crawled out of the sign, and now it's sentient. I get it. That's much cooler. Mushrooms first. Now that cut down drastically on our problem. You jumped into the... You know what? Not gonna complain. Anytime an enemy jumps into their own hazard, that's a good thing. There. Aw. Can't get him to back in either. So it says, Lisa doesn't even need to be effective at chasing, but just as long as she's roaming. The threat could be in any area of the mansion at any time. It throws your carefully planned routes all out the window. Oh, especially if you're trying to get, like, through a narrow hallway, like... Imagine, like, say, you're doing the yawn fight, and then you're just avoiding yawn for the most part, and just getting out instead of, like, putting the ammo into him. And then in that tiny, tiny corridor, Lisa Trevor could just be there. It's like, oh, shit. Alex says, bet giving him that top hat tamed him. It gave him a sense of class, I like to think. And he knew it. Can't compromise his outfit. That's when he gets pissed. Definitely like how generous they're being with the metal. Excuse me. Forgot how big this area is. Phil says, road crossing guy is very earthbound. I completely agree. There's a lot of enemies in this particular area that are very earthbound. I'm pretty sure this is where we fight the Cranosaur. And that's always struck me as a very Mother 3 thing. It's almost that time of year for me, too. My annual playthrough of Mother 3. Ow, get off the damn lava! There. I thought that was going to be a problem. Because, you know, then he probably would have blown that oil slick up. Alex says, I really want to see the remakes which flip some rooms, making the puzzles new and giving you the middle finger you thought it would be the same. Well, yeah, like how the original Resident Evil went about it. Like, if you had knowledge of the mansion and, you know, you came up with, like, I don't know, your wing key or shield key, that's one. And you go to where you remember the shield door being, and then you discover, shit, it's a different lock. It's like, uh-oh. Now the solution has changed. I like that. Love it when stuff flips you on the head. Phil says, just like an RE2 make when you're trying to sneak past lickers by not running, and then you hear stomp, stomp getting closer and you're screwed. Feeling legit terror in a true horror... Legit terror in a horror game. Yes. 100%. That is one of my favorite experiences from 2-Make. You know, trying to play old school, but the sound of his boots are like the sound of nightmares. kind of anxiety he causes is just, my god. Two-make was so good. Alright, triple shot. How bad can we do this? Actually, not too bad. That could have went way worse. Doesn't he have... Oh, wait. No. No. I'm thinking of a different RPG I'm also playing. I thought everyone... I had gotten them some trinket or something that they were equipped with that gave them a big speed boost, but that is a completely different game. Where's your Switch is a good question. Get on there. So Capcom really nailed the stalker enemy with Mr. X in Remake. Everything after felt so scripted. Exactly. That's why he just stands so tall for me. Even Resident Evil 9's big scary monsters are scripted. Thankfully, having Crimson Heads can be a surprise that upsets your planned routes. And that's exactly the kind of surprise that makes those experiences so endearing, memorable. Nothing quite like that. There's something about the kind of fear a Crimson Head can put into you. Alex says, also Jack Baker's high up there. You know what? I gotta give Jack his dues. He was a good stalker. Not as good as Mr. X, but he had some good stuff going on. He definitely gave me some tension. Yes, not a forge iron. Wait, did I just ignore another chest? So it says, yeah, Jack was a proper roamer. So we need Lisa Trevor to be more like Jack. How convenient. We need to make room for a warm burger. Ratavia's hungry. Excellent. Now we got an easy way up. I guess we'll go after those clips. Cast iron can. Fuck yeah. Well, we didn't keep that cardboard armor very long, but whatever. Suppose it could technically free up that cardboard armor for someone else. Whee! I can't believe I actually made that. Walker's got such a good, like, slowed fall, not unlike Princess in Super Mario 2 Doki Doki Panic. No, we got burgers. We're good for the Vendy guys. We don't need to spend money on those. We can save our clips on equipment. Love any spare keys. Do I see anything that looks scrappable? Difficult to say. Well, we can always get on there. Ah, saving with a distinct thumbnail. No more saving or loading by accident. Should have went after the can first. Should have timed that attack first. Why does everybody want to go after the street sign first? He's back row. We're not going to do very much damage to him. Okay, everyone needs to move. Thank you. Yeah, actually, how about you move so we can give Dustin some more breathing room? Bonus! Hey, cool! If they make the damage tile and they push me off of it, kudos. Thanks to you, buddy. Alright, everyone wants the street sign? Dead fine. Go after the street sign. Good thing you're not on the oil. Might have done even more damage. There. Now everyone can focus on their auto-targeted street sign. Was it worth it? Oh shit, yeah, we gotta heal Dustin. Poor clueless idiot. Gotta love that. Oh, hey, a trampoline. That'll just get me back up here. Yay, cold burger. Wait. What are you gonna give? Gotta love medals. Fuck you, pedestrian! I like how you can do that and it doesn't offer you any marked advantage in battle. Oh, it's the pedestrians that are strong against Walker's gun. Oh wait, no, the barrels are too. Aren't they? Lovely how quickly that kicked itself out of my memory. Can't believe I left Walker in the oil slick. I can't believe they didn't take that chance to light him on fire. There. Yay! Your skills are gonna come in handy the more I get. Well, the more of them that I get. What? No way. That is just too high. Come on, Dustin, you can clear that. We're seeing you. Fine, I'll take the proper way. What the hell is that? Tire Raptor. Good. I like this. Well, it doesn't like being shot. But it definitely doesn't like dust. Oh my god. How did I let everyone's hit points get so low so quick? Good thing we ended the fight. Alright, fucking heal, you goofs. Dustin's good. Alright, Rotavia, have some chips. Phyllis, are the bonuses always +1? Or is it like Super Mario RPG, where some are better than others to discourage you from POW maxing? It's only +1 every time. So, you know, just a little bit of an edge. Nothing beats a good old POW maxing, though. That's what I do for Luigi every time I play Superstar Saga. He becomes such a menace. Oh, I see what I gotta do. We gotta get up there. Because I want that chest. I'll take that clip. Love the graffiti. Shoot the chest open. Temporary tattoo. The fuck does that do? I assume it's a trinket. Attack bonus from front tiles. Lasts 10 turns. Don't scrub it off. Interesting. 10 turns with an attack bonus. That will be useful to have against boss. No! I mean, on the plus side, we don't have to fight that mushroom ray yet. That's always pleasant. Fine. I'll take that. Excellent. Mushroom wiped out in the first try. So speaking of Luigi, though hardly related, Nintendo accidentally leaked an image of Mario Kart World that showed a new battle mode, and then deleted it. New battle mode, you say? I like the sound of that. You know, it's funny you bring up Mario Kart, because last night I was jamming some classic Super Nintendo Mario Kart and just having a great old time. Don't know what possessed me to suddenly, but I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna play some. And then I ended up playing a bunch. So people are thinking there's gonna be announcements on Mario Day, March 10th. Might be more than just Mario Kart. Oh right, that is coming, isn't it? That would be interesting. I mean, not that they'd do something as cool as, say, Super Mario Remastered, which is still just top flight. I've been playing so much of that lately, too. Going hard on the You versus Boo stages and the challenge hunts. Maybe they'll release another Mario collection for like a week and then take it back. Because that's what they do. Ow! Make them re-release Super Mario 35. I mean, without irony, I really want to play that again. Still don't think there's any good reason for Nintendo to have taken that down. Phil says, I totally get it. Last night out of the blue, I had the sudden urge to play some Super Mario Bros. 2, but the GBA version in particular. Bless the Steam Deck for making that so easy to hop into. Ah, yes, and most importantly, the ability to patch voices out. Oh, yes, bless the Steam Deck for giving us that experience. That was so poorly done. A little bit of IPS patcher. Remove some voices here. Color palette correction there. And you're left with a just rockin' version of that game. It's so much more fun without the excessive voice clips. And you know, the palette correction makes it look fantastic. Phil says, oh no, mine was not patched. Oh, just what you needed, huh? Lucky! Those infernal sounds. You're going for the OG experience then. I respect that. Phil says, lucky! The infernal Toad voice. Never understand why they did that. Okay, you need more than chips there. You've earned a burger. Yes, I do want to use the spare key. I do the same kind of patching to, though it's not as necessary for Super Mario World on the GBA, because believe it or not, that's the version I prefer to play. So we've got, I use patches to remove the voices and correct the color palette similarly. But, you know, they dialed back the voices in that one, so that one's not as necessary. But the color palette correction is just A1. But the big reason I like that one more than the Super Nintendo version is that Luigi handles differently, and there's a bit more completionism going on, like, completionism, now I'm just making up words. The Dragon Coin Tracker, that's the thing. That's the thing that I like, because then there's a point to collecting those things. And I like that. I like that a lot. Phil says, GBA could sample voice clips. They were sure as hell gonna use it. Yep, they saw that they could. They never stopped to question if they should. That created such a disconnect for my old man brain playing A Link to the Past on the GBA. Hearing Ocarina of Time Link's voice come out of A Link to the Past Link. That was abrasive for my brain. Not a single problem playing Four Swords Adventures, though, because that's the appropriate Link. Yes, lettuce. Ooh, lava spray. There we go. I see lots of ways this could go. The crane pen. Yeah, this is definitely where the Cranosaur lives. GBA is such a top flight system, though. Come on. There we go. Get us our turn again. Wipe these bitches out. Bye, book. Now that's the kind of cleanup I'm talking about. A lovely maze. What did I just draw? Fuck it. Kill the pedestrians. Which was my favorite thing to do when playing Godfather on the Wii. Just hop into my big fancy car and drive down the sidewalk while listening to New York Groove. Street signs shouldn't be resistant to guns. Just saying. They should be resistant to badly timed shots, though. That I must concede. Alright, Mr. Crane. What did we do? Did you lift something? You did. Okay, why do we need that? Oh, we needed to come down this way. I get you. Let's make sure everybody's healed. You know, just for fun. And then, did I take any dirty coffee? I did. Let's get your boil point up. Everyone else looks like they'll boil over just fine. There we go. That's what I wanted. The Cranosaur that I spoke of. This is Big Mother 3 energy, and I'm here for it. Now, right, time to sharpen. And you start scriving. Now that thing is, you saw he starts getting pages. His magic works by spending those pages, so the more of those that you build up before you attack, the stronger the spell will be. So we've got a couple of slow burners here, but once they start unleashing damage, whoa! Because I like that you can tell when the GBA SP came out, because between Mario Advance 2 and 3, they stopped washing out the colors. It's true, the release of Super Mario 3 was just immaculate because of that. Glad they stopped doing that, though. It's an endearing thing for those early games, for sure. Right. Continue to scrive. Damn! Didn't get the timed attack on that one. He can get up to a maximum of 5 pages. You know what you should be doing is draining metals. Phil says, that's a Constructicon. Only part of Devastator, though. We might be in a bit of a spot if it was all of Devastator. At least this early in the game. You get off of that before he blows that up. Perfect. Now you're full. Everybody's full. Steal some more metal. Ooh, not bad. Yeah, spoil everybody. Give him that straight razor. Better. Damn, that hurt him, though. Alex says, wait, he's missing the part of Devastator, the redacted. Ah, yes, the Wrecking Balls. From that Devastator. Phil says, a reminder, Mario Advance 3 was Yoshi's Island. Advance 4 was Mario 3. The whole thing is needlessly confusing. Well, yeah, that's why I specifically said Mario 3, because Yoshi's Island is... What? Why did they do that? Why did they do that? It's... What were they thinking? The naming convention is just unbelievably crazy. Somebody from marketing needs a stern talking to after that. Maybe you could stand to touch yourself up. Okay, we've got lots of... Oh, good, and you're on glass. Now you can start... Book of Flame. Let's give you fire damage. Phil says, here comes a giant fist! Oh, yes, now we got the combo lava and broken glass tile. Now we're cooking. Oh, he's dead. We just kind of politely dominated him there. That's the power of your slow burn characters, though. Just utter annihilation. Beware the Cranosaur. Well, he wasn't that much of a threat, turns out. Turns out with just a little bit of planning, you're good. Ooh, Hoarding Heart. I gotta get that. Love the random bits of metal just jammed into the ground for the sole purpose of stabbing you. I didn't think there was anything that useful this way. And I'm right. I'm pretty sure. Well, there's money. Oh, and stuff. I see stuff. Wait, we're not actually on that yet. The collision's just funky. What was that? Oh, is that a notification we can rust? It is. Nice little top up. Oh, well, if we're full... You can definitely take some time to heal yourself. Alex says, man, why do I have meat hook dysfunction and eternal? Are you having trouble with the meat hook? Or have you gotten a taste for yeet hooking and now it's hard to give up? Hello, hello, Carnivorous Giraffe. What's going on? Great to have you. Phil says, stocked all those effects just for the fight to end immediately. That's it. We slow burned it to death. And that's why we spent all the time building those up. So we could just wipe the floor with them. It's just crazy how much Ratavia's offense increases once you get the blade fully sharpened. Alex says it latches, but it doesn't even move me an inch. Oh, that is a meat hook problem. Well, I guess that was worth coming down for. Stacked. Oh, I got you, Phil. I mean, stocked still works. I was just thinking about the different spelling of stocked. You know, like a shelf stocking. Phil says, I like the term yeet hook. It's an actual technique where you can gain unholy amounts of speed. Like, the amount of speed you can gain by doing this is limited only by your available FPS. So the more FPS you can crank, the harder you can fling yourself. I've seen some absolutely insane yeet hook throws where people just basically throw themselves from the start to the end of the level. It's fucking crazy. Whenever says, be me. Wake up, feed dogs, make tea, step onto your back porch, have the back porch door hinge screws all fall out of the wall at once, hold your kitchen door in utter bewilderment. That sounds like your day is kicking off just perfectly. Alex says, also, I joined a guy's stream. He was doing Ultra Nightmare Tag 1 and 2. I tried to help and seemed like a madman, but had the gall to say I played modded or on easy difficulty. So I beat Hayden without guns again. That's quite a response to it. Also, that is just absolutely crazy that you can do that. I definitely do not have the chops to do that kind of feat. I could probably develop them if I focused on that. But there's just so much to play. Like the Dark Ages. Delicious, delicious Dark Ages. Oh, really? We can fight this again? You know what? Fuck it. I will. I'm gonna take the experience. Ooh, maybe I should have healed first. Whatever. We got this. Ah, no, I know what we can do. We can sharpen. And then you start screaming. Perfect. And we'll move you here. And where's the family leftovers? Oh, well, whatever. Rotten buffet. Perfect. Everybody heal. Except Walker, because he's a Garmentian, and Garmentians don't eat food. Right. Whatever. This won't be a problem. Alex is gonna ever be like, oh yeah! Just unintentionally, just, oh what? Possibly, oh no. Right. Phil says, back in my day, we had bunny humping and goss jumping. Yeah, goss jumping is a pretty crazy technique, too. Very fun to use, though. Let's start stealing metal again. Now... Okay, it's only one of you. That's fine. Continue sharpening your knife. Continue building up. Excellent. Now you're maxed. You know what? No. We don't need to waste the dirty coffee. Whenever it says closer to oh no, because it's still winter. Yeah, that's true. This is not the time where you would want a door to fall off. Just be like, ah, fuck it. Because it's cold. It's just cold. Uh-oh. Good thing I left that red marble on Dustin. Alright, now it is your sole job to just fuck them the hell up. Alright, you. Burn! 880, and that's even resisted. Let's get you healing yourself before you do that again. Self-stitch, okay. I was like, where'd the fucking healing spell go? Phil says, fighting another crane thing? Figured that was a mini-boss. I figured it was too, but then the fucker respawned. I didn't think that was possible. So, I'm just gonna take the XP, you know? Besides, he's not that much of a danger. Start building up those pages. That was not good time. Oh, gotta get you out. Wait, you don't need to skill anymore. You can just keep stabbing without restraint. Damn, come on, Walker. Oh, we didn't even get him build up a second time. 400 XP, gotta love it. You get... Your scriv needs to get better. Huh. I genuinely had no idea you could fight the Cranosaur multiple times. I wonder if that's intentional. Did I hit that? Oh, come on, Walker. No! Go away! Do not wish to battle the mushroom. I'll fight you, though. Alex says, did the day get bigger? Well, smaller for you folks? Yeah, that was, I always forget when that stuff happens, and then, thanks to the automated things our clocks do, it just catches you off guard. Like, yeah, I don't know, you could be playing Super Mario Kart, thinking, yeah, it's only 2, it's Saturday, it's fine. And then you literally look away, and you look back, and it's past 3, and it's like, whoa, what? Wait a minute. I missed something. Take that, street sign. Goddamn daylight savings. It's always so aggravating. Don't know why we still do that. Any secret areas this way? Yay, cold burger! Gotta love them cold burgers. Phil says, yeah, I only realized it was daylight savings time because the clock on the stove was off from the clock on my phone. Yeah, like if it weren't for the automated clocks, I would just be stranded. Oh, what do you mean we can't go back that way? I want to do stuff in that other province. We'll be able to go back later. I guess for now, it's up to the Great Wall of Garbage. Caution, please keep on this side of the crater wall. Thank you, Department of Comfort and Leisure. Oh, come on. But I want the crater. Phil says, British Columbia just got rid of it. More provinces might follow. Oh my god, please. Please, let us not be beholden to this nonsense anymore. I really hope that other provinces follow suit. Really hope. You found a spare key. Classic 16-bit view. God, I love this game. Enjoy Vendy. Relieves fatigue. Sold everywhere. D-cup! That means two things. Grody. This place is huge. This used to be the old countryside of Old Scraporia. If you squint, you can see the crater out there in the distance beyond the tire wall. Wow, that was Garbamesh's home, the legendary city where he grew up. This was once the center of civilization, the heart of Garbagia. Look at it now. Nothing lasts forever. After the war, this place was never habitable again. Not even mold grows there now. I can't imagine having your home city destroyed. Say, Mr. Jacket, how did it happen anyway? Not even the keepers can agree on that one, Luke. The toxic waste from another place, or so I've heard it called. No one really knows. Whatever it was, it wiped out the city, and half of the kingdom along with it. Ahem, I hate to interrupt this history class, but I'm pretty sure we're being tailed. Impossible. I haven't sensed anything amiss. Think, Keeper. You're an absolute barons of Garbage Kingdom. Loot here smells like a pine tree air freshener, and you... well, you smell like a grandmother's purse. Excuse me? It's true! Any half-decent tracker could sniff you out a mile away. Wow, she's good, Mr. Jacket. Let's just keep moving. Phil says, look at that parallax. I know, right? The way the background is sectioned up like that, I love it. Just love it. Tony's! Hey, Tony's! Meatloaf after dark. That is some interesting implications. Yay, more TP roll. Still can't get back in there. The border of tires holds firm. No hidden places? Fine. Is that thunder I hear? Well, probably. Signature flavorless chips. We'll stock up on them, because they make great sudden healing. We're still stocked up on cola. Good. Lots of burgers. Everyone getting nice and healed. Organize this stuff. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now we got stuff. Phil says, we have a Tony's here. Now I imagine every city has a Tony's. We do have a Tony's. I've never dined there yet. I probably should, because it's pizza. And it's just good to try every single pizza your city has to offer. I feel like I'd be comparing it to Snappy's Pizza. Those clutter clouds on the horizon. Junk storm is gonna hit soon. We should hunker down and take shelter here before we're caught out in the open. We shouldn't stop yet. Rather be caught by the rain than whoever's on our tail. We can use the storm to widen the gap between us. Mr. Jacket, what if we really are being followed? I highly advise we take this chance to rest. Don't you get it? After what they did to the globe, if they catch us, they will kill us too. I'll take our chances with the rust and weather. Ratavia. Wood grief, it's really coming down. We can rest a few hours, can't we? It'll be okay. All right, fine. Let's head out as soon as it lets up. Phil says, unflavored for me. That's it. Vendy brand chips would be great for the Flanders. Maybe some water for some dipping. Hey, Ratavia, while we're reined in, I have this survival guide you would really like if you want to. Not interested. No, really, it's not boring stuff at all, I promise. Here, check out this passage. Oh, can you not? Not another word. It's totally okay. I'm a pretty good teacher if I've made it this far just fine. She's illiterate. All right, suit yourself. But if you change your mind, just say the word. Nope, I'd rather sleep. Phil says, I've gotten a slice of Tony's. Pretty good. I also hear their donaires are good. Randy's also has excellent donaires. Oh man, Snappy's was trash. I swear that place was a front for crack. It probably was, and it's probably how I got addicted to the friggin' Snappy nachos. Because I know they're not good, but I love eating them. Like even the other day, I had passed by them on the way out to wherever the hell it was I was going. I was like, I miss Snappy nachos. Like, why? I can literally make better nachos at home without having to take the trip. But no, I don't know. There's something there to that. I think I heard someone. What is it, Loot? No, he's right. Someone is here. Dustin, what's wrong? We may have some company. Well, Ratavia did tell you there, Walker. Who's out there? I don't see anyone. Wait. Sir Conan! Look alert, everyone. Hold up, Walker. So Conan is a top-tier garbage knight, a hero, a pillar of justice. If I could just talk to him for like 5 seconds, I think I can... No, you can't trust him. The thief is right. If he hears the truth, he'll believe I'm innocent. Knights will always do the right thing. Sir Dustin Binsley. Culp. Hands in the air, Squire. I'm to take you in on the King's command. Don't make me say it again. Sir Conan, please, you've got to hear me out. King Globespin was murdered. I know. They say you were an accomplice. But that's lies. You gotta believe me. It doesn't matter what I believe, Binsley. It's not a knight's job to question the will of his king. And Lord Plastique wears the crown now. This is all screwed up. Last chance to go easy. If your friends get hurt in the crossfire, it will be your fault. You'd threaten my friends? I'll do whatever it takes. The king's word is law. Well, your king's law doesn't apply to me now, does it? By the order of Book's End, I am escorting this witness back to the headmaster. And interfering with international affairs might be a bit above your pay grade, soldier. Walker Jacket, this should be interesting. Let's see if you're half as good as they say you are. You'll have to get through me, too. Yeah, what they said. Shut up, Bumblebee. You'd throw your lives away for this traitor? To the compactor with all of you. Phil says Knights of VLC. Yes! Maybe he needs a new codec to update, right? Alright. Sharpen time. Scriv time. Steel metals time. Definitely need you both to move out of there. Keep your charging. Alright, one more each ought to do it. You just keep up the drain. Ah! You missed! This might be a good time to get some dirty coffee. Perfect. Yeah, everyone's boil point is real low. Let's get some dirty coffee into... Let's get Dustin going. Wither? Okay, but that's not corrosion. You're not affecting my stabby stab. So that's good. Now you, I think it's time you burn. 1056! Eat it, Sir Conan! You can heretofore suck on that. And that's why we spend so much time doing all this build-up with Scrib. It is such a deadly ability. Like, it hit harder than Dustin's boil attack. Hey, no. I don't accept corrosion. We'll just anti-corrode, thank you. We'll build up Scrib again. You keep up that metal stealing. Good. You just keep jumping on those hurt tiles. You, move the fuck out of there. Alright, you're good. Start stabbing. You, move. And resume. Excellent. You missed, Sir Conan. And now to cause an irresponsible amount of damage. Oh, what? We didn't even get the chance to use that last Scrib attack. Oh, he was just gonna get annihilated, though. Good job, team. Y'all pulled your weight. I think you need more hit points. Okay, look at that, Phil. That hit point bonus was more than one, so turns out I was wrong. It is like Mario RPG. 233 to 237. 60 to 61. Okay, so maybe it only offers more if you get a hit point bonus. I'll have to pay attention once more options are available, because sometimes you only get 2 to choose from. Obviously, I'm going to take the hit points this time. Impossible! Next time we meet, you'll realize I was telling the truth. Come on, let's go. Right, coming! I just wanted to mouth off a little. Welcome to the Sogshire province of Garbagia, Ministry of Comfort and Leisure. Phil says no POW maxing for you. They were gonna get it. I think he just didn't want that to happen to him. Can't blame him. Cardboard Cape, Hoarding Hall Castle. Okay, yeah, we're back in this province. I forgot it was called Sogshire. Hell yes. What is this? Let's get around. Yay, moldy lettuce. Alright, hidden zone. Diaper bog! Oh my god, can you imagine the smell? Ah. I see. Well, let's not forget to heal Walker. There you go. Now we're back in action. Yes, do your... Okay. I was gonna say, you better not be standing up to a gunshot, Mr. Tiny Mushroom. Which I just want off the battlefield so it doesn't... You know, it's one less thing attacking you. Phil says, let's not go to Diaper Bog. But we might find stuff. I can't imagine anything you would find in a place called Diaper Bog. That would be worth having. I like that one bit in American Dad on the episode where he finds that giant TV and Roger puts on that used diaper for some reason. I think the mushrooms are going to be a bigger problem. There. Now at least the oil is... Well, there's problems that he has to watch out for. And he's just gonna walk into that. Alright. Definitely can't complain about that. At least those preemptive strikes are... You just keep shifting around in the friggin' mess that's gonna make you miss. That should do it. Boom! Phil says, I forgot Rabbit Ears had that B plot. The Nighthawk stuff is so good it overshadows it completely. I agree. That's like one of my favorite episodes of all time. It's just so good. And then you got this B plot with Roger as the baby. I love at the end where he's just like, I'm not doing that anymore. Oh, thank God. He just drops him like a sack of potatoes. There's just so many good throwaway jokes in that episode, too. Like the mattress full of bed bugs. Tomorrow I sleep on it naked. I think it was wise to just forget that Dustin has the red marble. Because a lot of people keep trying to blow him up, and he's resisting it. Alright, you gotta move so Dustin can. We gotta clear these bitches out. Phil says, I'm the baby! I'm the drunk baby! Exactly. Weird how those ones don't leave behind damage tiles or danger tiles the way the other smaller mushrooms do when you waste them. Yes, I do. Cardboard boots. Now, what good would those possibly do? Could they be better than gym socks? Nope. I just fell in the diaper bog. I bet that makes Mr. Jacket not smell like a grandmother's purse anymore. Just thinking. Yeah, see, they leave behind mushroom panels every time. But those other gray ones don't seem to. They seem much more apt to be casting lightning. Alright, here we go. Yes, yes. Oh, well, you're not giving me the full range here. Come on now. Fine, you know what? Take more skill. Ratavia. Ratavia will answer the question when she levels. There really wasn't anything that worth getting here. There was cardboard shoes, but that's about it. I suppose in a couple of fights, free XP. Alright. So many places on this map I keep thinking that there's stuff. Because it's jam-packed full of hidden areas. You just never know. We already got that. This must be where we go. On your way, citizens. All this ocean air is giving me wrinkles, I swear. Yeah, Harbor's not a great place for a cardboard box. Spare any clips? I know, it's totally cliche. I overheard two sailors talking about building a raft out of cardboard. That isn't gonna go very far. Yay, we're just taking onions out of people's fridges. Looks to be an intricately crafted model of the city. Somebody's project, perhaps. Just casually steal this key. No big deal. Official library business, it's fine. I could swear I've seen you somewhere before. Oh well, must be just my imagination. A lot of worse armor. Wait, I've got one of those. I'm gonna help Batavia. Ooh, double burger. Let's get a couple more cold burgers. Maybe rethink Ratavia's equipment. Skill takes quite a dive, though. I really do need that extra edge. Phil says, buy some TB for your bunghole. I'm pretty well stocked on TP for right now. And the bunghole is pleased. How many warm burgers do I have? Oh, now we're up to 10. No, we don't want dishwater. Nobody's got dirty coffee I can take. Fine. I'll find my dirty coffee elsewhere, I'm sure. Fuck you, buddy! I have no time to chat with the likes of you. Oh, well then, eat it. That was some junk storm last night. Dump feast. That conjures some great mental imagery. Class ring, 2 loot bags, but you don't have any room for them. Right, because I gotta sell this shit. Alright, back to the shop. We'll get some clips. Can't sell them all. Sell for clips? Can do. General refuse. Sell for clips, but otherwise worthless. Can do. Alright, everything else is keepable. Now, we'll go get those items again. Get up there. Well, that's a good just 300 clips laying around. Hey, keep it down. Ooh, what do you got? Railroad spike, a favorite of the drifters. Well, hell yes. Would you like to sell your old wasp whisperer? Yes. Cast iron lid, I would like that. Couple of peels. Grabbing peels. Lighthouse keeper has been out of work with the port closed. I yearn for a life beyond these cardboard walls. Well, guess what? You're surrounded by ocean. I'll take those. Library business. You new in town? We have the best in Garbagia. What do you resist? Volt resist, eh? A really cool sticker. Okay, I've got most of these. Volt resist. You know what? I'll take one. I'll take two. But then, I'm going to put the red marble back on... No. You get a red marble. And then you get... You had gym socks. There. So now you can resist fire. Now, what about... Walker? What are you carrying? Well, that one doesn't seem to be doing anything, so you get a volt resist. Luck bonus. You can keep that. I assume Retavia. Haunted Kettle boosts healing items, agility, and luck. Okay, you need both of those. You're like that bouncing child in Mario RPG. I love to bounce, do you? There's no way that's a coincidence. Just gonna shoot open your containers and steal the contents. It's okay, library business. I met a guy who claimed to have seen ship whales out in the soiled seas. I'm gonna flip if one more person says we're all in the same boat. No one's going anywhere as long as that light tower beacon remains off. I see a red thing that I'm pretty sure I should be interacting with. Or not. Wait a minute. No, that's a trampoline. Trampoline! Well, I was sort of right. You do have to do something. Yes! Ooh, metaphor. A new gun. Let's see. Phil says, the boxes are alive. Those barrels were probably alive too. Were. It's true. You know, not unlike the blocks in Super Mario Brothers, according to the instruction manual for the first game. A volcano ready to erupt. Good for you. That was worth climbing. Wait. There was something in there, I bet. Phil says, oh no, you don't. That trampoline is mine. Trampoline. Trampoline. Oh. I see. Whoa, what? Hold on. No. Go back. How do we get over there? That's clearly just a different part of the town data. No way we can jump out? Like we did in the swamp that one time? That was awesome. Nothing we can gain that much height from. Fine. Nothing in that way. Hello? For the 15th time, sir, the port is closed. The ocean night closes. Are you daft, lad? That's me ship out there. The con's cancelled, so I'll be on me merry way. Sorry, no can do. Orders from Hoarding Hall. All ships grounded until further notice. Splinters! What am I supposed to do till then? You could lend a hand and help clean up from the junk storm. Or go eat and drink till you pass out. I don't care, just leave me alone. Bah! Pub it is then. Exact right response for a Scottish barrel. I cannot believe this. Tell me about it. These goods ain't gonna smuggle themselves. Make sure you're using your hoarding hearts. This town has the personality of wet cardboard. Oh, they're right, though. Gotta use that hoarding heart. We got 2. Wow, Walker, you're cooking. All right, let's give 1 to Ratavia and 1 to Dustin. Phil says, okay, so the barrels are definitely alive. And you shot up several. I did. But it's okay. It's official library business, you know. I'm like a cop, so I can just shoot whoever I want, right? Oh! There was a daft king named Plastique who closed down the whole port for a week. The town's now congested, his critics arrested. Here's hoping the theater springs a leak. Nay, me finest, but it's a work in progress for sure. Excuse me, is that your ship out there? Who's asking, friend? I'm Walker Jacket, librarian with the order. Ahoy then, a bookkeeper. Follow me, let's head over where it's a wee bit quieter. Captain Kegstand at your service. Yeah, call me Barrelton. You're darn right that's me boat out there, the Rockin' Horse. Are you willing to find a finer slop slosher in all the lands of Phil? We're looking for passage for 4 to take us back to Bookend at once. We don't have much right now in the way of clips. However, I assure you, upon arrival, you would be handsomely rewarded. Lad, you had me at handsomely, but I hate to say it, but the ports are shut down. We're stuck down here, landlocked aye. Which is why I'm 6 milks deep instead of making waves about no. Listen, Captain, we're looking to make an emergency exit, port closed or not. And payment could reflect that. Aye, I catch your drift. But I've already tried complaining about it in a belligerent fashion like. Even in shanty form, what else can be done? That back there was more of a limerick, Captain. No one's fond to know it, lad. We got a problem. Look who just walked in. Plastique's son. Blue bin. Unwelcome guest, eh? Quick, under the table with you. Attention! On the orders of my father, King Plastique, no one is to leave this town until further notice. Phil says, Scrumpy. Several fugitives have escaped and are thought to be hiding nearby. Report anything suspicious at once. No one has anything to say? Oi, and what's the reward? Scrap, he's not going to sell us out, is he? Shh, just keep quiet. Reward? As the sailors say, only clips can move the lips. The reward is the king's gratitude, which should be more than enough for the likes of you. Have you seen any of these figures? Well, hard to say. On account of me condition is all. Your condition? Oh, aye, you see, I'm well past hammered. Ah, stop wasting my time. Aye, I did spy some suspicious characters on my way into town. Where? 'Tis all coming back to me now. There were 3 of them. Couple miles south of here, or a diaper bog, you ken. Diaper Bog. Binsley would be stupid enough to take that route. I was. Alright, we're heading out. Tell the men they're gonna want to gear up. You have the crown's thanks, citizen. Oh, happy to help. That's some Roger Rabbit shit right there. You covered for us. Thank you, Mr. Kegstand. We owe you big time. I've nae love for the plastiques, and as for owing me, librarians always balance your books, ain't that right, Jackie? Indeed. If you can open the harbor, I'll have you back at Book's End in night time. How do we open the harbor? Only when the beacon is lit will the chains be a harbor lord again. The lighthouse beacon. We're on it. You're alright, Fiery Spark, aren't you? I'll have the boat ready to sail if you manage to somehow pull this off. So the beacon needs to light. I believe I already have what we need. You used the lighthouse key. Bingo bango! This will light the beacon. Might send the town into a bit of an whirlwind. Mr. Barrelton said he'd be ready. We just need to get to the port. Are we ready? Yes, we are. We just did all of our shopping. Let's do this! The harbor is opened. Run to the boat, you suspiciously empty bar. Ah! It's utter chaos. Binsley, stop where you are. Bluebin. Dustin, come on, the boat's here. I'll handle this. You guys get on board. I'll be right behind you. Don't be foolish. Make it quick, Dustin. Turn yourself in, and maybe I can convince my father to go easy on you. He killed Globespin. We swore an oath. You don't have to go along with any of this. Time to finish our duel. For real this time. It's not for real this time. You just keep whooping his ass. Haha, you missed with your Zelda technique. Alex asks, I need to ask, what weapon is your go-to in a Resident Evil game? Well, I would say my favorite weapons to use to get me out of a jam is any variation of Magnum. I love me my Magnum. But I guess it depends on how I'm playing. Like, if I'm going for minimal attacks, I think the handgun is a really efficient use of ammo. You can stop things really effectively. Shotgun's always good for, you know, blowing heads apart. But, yeah, the Magnums, the hand cannons, the Pale Riders, those are the kind of guns I generally gravitate towards. Phil says, nice 16-bit sunset. Isn't it, though? This game is gorgeous. Just straight up gorgeous. Alex says, pistol, SMG, shotgun, or sniper. All about the Magnums. All about those Magnums. Alex says, I forgot about the Magnum. I agree. Aren't they great? I remember I had, oh, whoops, wasn't paying attention to my health. We'll just restart this fight. The Pale Riders in Resident Evil Revelations I love those guns because they're like, you got that Magnum punch, but they got that huge elongated barrel like you see in the Joker's gun from the 1989 Batman. It's just so good. Of course, then, you know, you got the original with berries. I have this. When I was playing Nemesis on the channel, the Magnum that I didn't fire until like the end of the game and then steamrolled Nemesis with. And you know, the same thing happened at the end of 8. I was saving my retirement Magnum, and then I emptied the thing into it and just obliterated her. Because Magnums are great. Plus, there was that one version of Resident Evil 2 that has a typo in the custom parts where they spell them the custom Mugnum parts. And that's just the most endearing thing to me. TMP's good stuff, though. I like doing a lot of stunning with the TMP and then moving in with, you know, to get your melee, because sometimes the swing will knock down a bunch of people as opposed to just one, and you can catch some people in there. Good use of ammo. Phil says, really comes down to which Resident Evil game I think as a whole. Shotgun, or I think as a whole, shotgun. Great gun to get you out of sticky situations. Gives you a sense of confidence you don't get with handguns. You know what? That's true. I definitely never feel that I'm gonna punch my way through a large group the same way you do with a shotgun. And I mean, there's nothing more satisfying than you get like 3 or 4 zombies converging in and it just boom, and you get that one shell that takes them all out. So juicy and satisfying. You definitely don't get that from handguns. Phil says, the thing about Magnums, I always hoard the ammo and never utilize it till the very end. I'm the same way, like I was just saying. Unless, of course, the game is really generous with that ammo for some reason. You know what? Like when you're playing RE2 on the N64 for the randomizer mode, and you could be gifted by RNGesus a ton of Magnum ammo. Fucking rock and roll then. I remember one randomizer playthrough, I had barely even gotten to the basement, but it had given me like 60 Magnum rounds, so I was just like, just ending everything around the police station. It was a rampage. That went just a little better. Phil says, I think of games like Resident Evil 4, and the handgun really is the workhorse. But you're able to stagger with the handgun and follow up with melee. Yes, and that's what makes your statement about them being the workhorse correct. Because those can be used for any kind of situation. And they're really good for crowd control, too. Like, maybe you're not getting those kind of group stunts, like when you're doing, like a light pepper into a crowd with the TMP. But still, that swing on the melee can often stun others, so still, always reliable. My father! You're not like him, Blue Bin. I'll be back to clear my name and save the kingdom. Phil says, but in classic fixed Resident Evil games, the handgun is the bare minimum. And any other weapon is better, except maybe the spark shot. Yeah, the spark shot sucks. It just sucks. I can't. I took that on like one journey, and then I was like, I'm never touching this again. If only just to put it down. Dough. Teach the boy how to throw knives. Shit! Thump. That guy who's just a giant pipe. That's so good. Lute teaching Rotavia how to read. I didn't notice that at first. Or possibly just reading to them. Doesn't seem clear. Looks like your wooden friend is enjoying himself up in my crow's nest. I'm Drummond, first mate. I've never steered us wrong. Piper, no time to chat. Phil says, thankfully, RE2make made the spark shot decent, although it's placed perhaps too late in the game. I mean, that's fair. It's a good way to save ammo for your actually, like, really, really good guns, though. Dustin, it's so cool up here, right? It'd be great with on the way down, like he just smashed through the hull. Why does nobody have the coffee no more? I want the boil point juice. I've got enough Garmentian healing stuff. Well, those bottles are going to stay empty until we can find some dirty coffee. How you doing, bud? What are you up to? Nothing much. Just hanging around. Cool. I'm going to help Drummond get dinner ready in a bit. Thought you might want to do some training. Well, I do have a bit before dinner, but it's been a little while since we fought. You sure you want to get your can kicked in? Maybe later. Can't believe King Globespin is gone. I'm sorry, Dustin. It happened too fast, even for me. I could have taken down Jugless myself right there and then. It's not your fault, Rotavia. I just can't believe all this happened. This isn't the way the story's supposed to go. Isn't it, though? The road of trials or whatever you're always talking about? It's just not how I imagined it. Now even Sir Conan wants to kill me. Yeah, we're in quite a mess, aren't we? Fleeing the kingdom to testify to a bunch of librarians? Walker and his order will know how to handle this. I hope you're right about that. Phil says, Sparkshot is really good against G-Mutants. You get it after fighting about 4 of them. You know what? That's true. That's a really good get-out-of-jail gun for them. And that is after you've had to put a bunch of effort in. Bouncy, bouncy, bounce! Obligatory 16-bit sailing ship. Gots to! It could be the obligatory 16-bit or obligatory JRPG ship. Of course, I could also just be thinking about the Zelbus from Chrono Cross. Hill. And then save. Alex says, I have to ask, what monster do you dread to fight in Resident Evil? Well, dread to fight. Well, I gotta say, Mr. X in 2-Make is a fairly dread-inducing character. I think the only other thing that can heighten my sense of dread, or just immediate, oh fuck, are Crimson Heads that I may have forgotten about. Just hearing one get up off screen is just enough to make the log cutter clench, and every other priority in the room suddenly doesn't matter anymore. Also, wall blisters in Revelations are good sneak attacks. Alex says, for me, it's the Garradors, to be honest. Oh, they're bastards! I love their mechanic, though, how you have to, like, trick them around with sound. They're very interesting, but, yeah, they have high consequences for getting it wrong. Ah, Dustin, I'm glad you came in. I was just reviewing our route. What's on your mind? I was wondering about our journey. I've never been on a real ship before. Phil says, I was gonna say obligatory JRPG, but wasn't sure if this was classified as a JRPG. I think there's enough JRPG DNA in here that I'm willing to count it as one, because it sure feels like the very best of them from the system, for sure. Hopefully you aren't one to get seasick. I did ride both an earthworm and a giant dragonfly before, so this is nothing on my old iron stomach. Well, as for our trip, we are 100 miles east off the Garbagian coast of Sogshire, headed towards the Library Isle of Book's End. We will go by way of the Rummage Channel, which connects the splintering seas of Carpentos. This sounds awesome! Total journey there will take about 3 more days. We are due at the Pageport on Dirt's Day, though, the 29th of Humdrum. The dump seasons are turning, so let's hope to avoid any junk storms at sea. We get clearer weather than I've seen already. Who knew a smogless city could be so beautiful? So what's the deal with your order, anyway? Ah, yes, the Order of Book's End. An ancient fellowship bound by tradition and oaths. Often called the Half-Kingdom, for we have no one ruler or monarch, but a council of knowledge to help guide other kingdoms in peace and wisdom. Yeah, but how is it a bunch of bookkeepers can keep the peace between the kingdoms? All the others know, knowledge is power. The pen is indeed mightier than the sword. You guys have pen swords? That's awesome! Anything else on your mind? I was kind of wondering about the whole being a witness thing. Ah, well, that's understandable to be curious of the unknown. My headmaster is the top of our order. It is to him you must deliver your testimony to. I will back you up on all aspects that I can verify, but the two of you will largely be expected to speak for yourselves. Gulp? Just tell them what you explained to me. Rutilius, the trash picking, the treachery of the plastiques, and most importantly, that vial of grime you collected. Don't fret. You and Rotavia just speak true, and all will be well in time. I see. Well, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to come back. I think there's only one more person we need to talk to. Well, we've already talked to Lou. Phil says, there's a couple that I dread fighting. Hunters in Resident Evil 1 can leap an entire room to decap you if you're unlucky. Oh my god. Oh my god. So, one time I was playing Resident Evil 1 Remake, and I just got to the point where hunters were introduced into the mansion. You want to know who forgot to save? And was ganked immediately by one he didn't see flying at him at an angle? Yep. This guy. That was demoralizing. I walked away that day. Regenerators if your aim is off with a sniper rifle. Okay, so also my last attempt at playing regular Resident Evil 4, I totally screwed myself with regenerators. I'm down in a basement area with a bunch of regenerators. There's like 4 of them. And I have like 5 handgun bullets. And I don't have the sniper rifle because I'm an idiot. Like, I just didn't get it for some reason. It's magical. Phil says, in general, across the series, Dogs, fast and hard to hit. Always a stressful encounter when you're used to fighting slow-moving zombies up to that point. I agree. And they can be an especial menace when you're trying to get away from things in mercenary mode. Like, oh, I don't know, that hallway where there's like 3 dogs, maybe. There's a nemesis nearby on your tail. Or maybe it's that one special hallway where there's multiple nemesises. Nemesi. However you'd pronounce that. But, you know, it's the nightmare hallway. Aye, lad, stretching your sea legs, are we? Yeah. Be a bonny lad and fetch me a fresh jug of milk from the cargo hold, would ye? Aye, aye, Captain. Might as well just get drunk at sea. Alex says, tell me you have the Punisher, if it's the remake, or Nades. I have neither of these things. I have 2 flashbangs. Like, there is no getting out of that scenario. The only way out is starting a new game. It was quite an intense whoopsie. Loot? Is that you down here? Yeah, it's that dude from the jail. Ah, stop right there. I mean you no harm. Oh, it's just you. What are you doing here? I fear I needed to escape the kingdom too. If Plastique is now in charge, nowhere in Garbagia is truly safe. I understand. Your secret's safe with me. Thank you, young squire. I won't make any trouble. XL Captain's Milk. Chunky. Aye, well done. Fine job indeed. The captain's milk was removed. Ah, 'tis calm waters today. Maybe you ought to get some rest. Second cabin's yours, down below. Very good. We will trigger this rest state. You must not be the right bed. Ah, here we go. We got a ways to go. Should I get some rest? We should be there by the time I wake up. Go to bed, Dustin. Get a clue. Love that parallaxing and twisting sea. Very, very Super Nintendo. Very Wrigley. Land ho! We've arrived at the Isle of Book's End. Thank you for the escort, Captain. We should be safe here in neutral territory. Aye, we'll have to get supplies and stay the night in port. Me and the crew shall sail home to Carpentos fresh at sunrise. Thanks for the ride, Captain. I'll send your payment over as well. I didn't forget. Have to love your bookkeepers. Just to get it different on there. Carnivorous Giraffe says, the job is complete. Whoever installs the hinges use 1/4-inch screws to attach a heavy-ass door to a frame. Reinstall with 3-inch. Who puts 1/4-inch screws to hinge a door? Like, come on now! I'm glad you certainly thought a bit better. Looks like you won't have an accidental Kool-Aid Man moment again. Which is good. I'm glad you got your door back on, though. Hopefully you weren't too chilled out in the meantime. Well, chilled out of the room. Nothing more hidden. Walker jacket. Files, O cabinet. It's been too long. You've gone too far this time. Aid in the escape of a prisoner. The headmaster will be hearing about this. I should think so. He's the one who sent me. I'm currently delivering 2 witnesses to testify before him as we speak. Well, the other bookkeepers and I will be filing a detailed report on this. Mark my words. I look forward to reading it. Now, if you don't mind, we'll be on our way. Files or cabinet? Oh. I thought we could get in there. Fine. Come on now, I know there's stuff up there. You can't lie to me. Paris says, nah, it's warm enough today, thankfully. Perils of buying old houses. At least it was... excuse me. Ah, there we go. At least it was an easy fix. And yeah, you know, warm day, good time for it to happen. It's fairly warm outside for us now, too. The snow is finally being eliminated. Whether or not that's for realsies, we'll just have to see. We might get a big old face full of second winter. Deckel's Edge. Some mysteries are meant to be unsolved. Robert Stack somewhere in the distance. Who goes there? Oh, it's just a nobody. Thought maybe you were doing work for the shelf. Maybe I am. The only thing you absolutely have to know is the location of the library. No, we don't need more battle tips. We do need... Hell yes. Yay, garbage juice. The bookshelf holds more secrets than knowledge, or so they say. I guess it's time to shoot more living people! Is it just me, or does deciphering ancient texts feel like a spectator's sport? I mean, kinda. Well, I guess there wasn't very much here. The first of the 3 forts. Well, I guess there were some cool items. Never says, it's warm enough to turn my property into swamplands. I throw boards out in my side yard to get my Jeep if I don't go out front. Ah, the hazards of the softening. A hidden zone. Bookspine Mountains. Ah, this becomes very important later. The big book stands before you. The big book with a decipherable key. But thankfully, since I already know the cipher, we won't need to spend very much time having to figure it out or solve it. It's one of those ones that, you know, once you're done, you're like, man, I should have known that. We should check in at Book's End first. I must tell the headmaster we've arrived. Fine! Actually, wait. The headmaster might have access to coffee. Because the last book guy did. And just flashing a book. Last time I was here on my first play, I got into a lot of places I shouldn't be able to go by climbing and getting into things I shouldn't. It's where I used a lot of unstuck. I'm going to speak with the headmaster. Loot, show them around for a bit before taking them up. Yes, sir, Mr. Jacket, sir. Good morning, young scribe. Here to view the bookboard, ma'am. A good lad. Let's take all of these quests. Visit the 3 forts of Books Isle and collect the missing library book from each. Okay. Stapler tooth sighting in the Paper Plains. And the supply collection back at Pageport. Actually, you know what? Will it let me do those? No, we gotta talk to the headmaster first, right? Now that we've gotten to the building, is that enough? It is. Okay, well then, what we should do first... That's one of the forts. So let's find out where that book is. You don't have it, do you? One of you's carrying it. It's just me, Luke, here on a job posting. Our recruits keep getting smaller and smaller. I'll have earned my bookmark soon enough. An understudy, eh? Pop quiz. Okay. What's the most common symptom of blue mold exposure? Low accuracy. Low accuracy. Those mold spores can get in the eyes and, well, good luck hitting anything. Good. Next question. Who's the current serving Minister of Comfort and Leisure at Hoarding Hall? Oh, that's, it's not Plush Bottom, it's Beanbag, isn't it? You got it. Old Poros has served both King's Globespin and Plastique now. Last question. The name of the famous trinket shop in Bug City. That's gotta be the Bronze Beetle. Best trinkets in the South, that's right. Perfect score. You have real promise, understudy. Here's a gold clip for your efforts. Don't spend it all in one place. Aw, shucks, thank you, sir. That reminds me, I'm here to collect your late fee. My what? Says you owe 870 clips for your last return. You bait me in by having me quiz you and then you spring the trap. These new recruits get more and more devious. Here you go. You got the late fee payment and the missing library book. Perfect. Now, when we find the other 2 forts, we can just grab those books. That's not a fort. And there was pages here, right? Page fort? Supply shipment from Pageport. Okay. I thought I was collecting pages, but turns out I was just using wrong words as reference. Who are you? Oh man, I lost my library book and it was due back. I see. So this counts, does it? So there's probably a book somewhere around here. HQ sent you for the supply run? Yes, I have the job posting right here. Alright, 1 second. Here you are. Be careful. You got the supply package. Take that back to HQ, wouldn't you? Wait, what's that? That wasn't there last time. Are you the missing book? The missing book. You know what? I don't blame you, bud, leaving it up here. Sitting on top of this, that would be just an excellent place to kill an afternoon reading a book. I hope whoever finds it returns it. Yeah, don't you worry, bud. We got it. Now, where's the 3rd fort? I bet the 3rd fort comes after the Paper Plains. Or no, wait, that's probably it. Or it's after that. should probably... Let's... God, you know what? Oh, well, that would do it. It's like, why am I so damn hungry? Okay, so what we're going to do then is we're going to save, and I'm going to leave myself at a little crossroads here, so I can give myself a choice whether I'm going to go back immediately or go to the paper planes. I think I should go here first, though. Well, let's, first we're going to put Ratavia in front. There. Now we got that. Everyone. Oh, I suppose we should give you a little healing. There. Cromulent. Perfect. That is a great opportunity to take a break. So, as I just said, we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to get some lunch into me so I can recharge for the next session. What are we going to be playing next? Let's pull up the poll. We were facing another tiebreaker last I checked. Let's see if that's still true. Come on, load faster. I know you can. Oh, the tie is broken at the last second. Very good. Looks like after the break, we are going to be back with UFO 50. What game we're actually going to play within that, I don't know. I've got a lot that we need to still, open. The plan is going to be to play one of the games in there that I haven't opened yet. Not that I wouldn't just spend another 3 hours playing Overbold. I kind of did that yesterday once I was done playing Super Mario Kart, because I love that game so much. But yes, we are going to take a quick break to recharge, and we will be back with UFO 50. Stay tuned, everybody, for some indie hilariousness. Phil says, finally. Yeah, right? I know you've been waiting for this to win. But, yeah. For those of you who voted for it, can you think of a game you would like to see me try out? If it's one of the ones that I haven't opened yet, then so much the better. I'll be reading all throughout the break. And finally, we'll be back. I promise this time. Stay tuned, everyone.